Good day everyone. Today I will discuss differentiate the attacks types based on the methods or techniques. Yes, then the web application are heavily targeted by attackers due to their widespread use. Yes, this is the five main attack types. The number one is XSS, number two is X SQL injection, number 3 CSRF, number 4 information leakage, and number 5 session hijacking. In each use different techniques but share a common root cause for handling of input and trust and data. Yes. So what is the XSS? The cross-site scripting is a when an attacker injected the malicious JavaScript code into a trusted website, and that script runs inside a victim's browsers. The keyword here is injected. Yes. So the attacker doesn't attack the server directly. Yes. So they weaponize the website itself isn't its own users. Yes. How it works, this is techniques. Yes. Meron tayong tatlong types ng techniques. There are three types. Yes. The first is the reflected XSS. The reflected XSS is the malicious script is the embedded in a URL. Yes, when the victims click the link, the script reflected of the server and execute immediately. Yes, the second is the store XSS. Yes, the store XSS. The script is saved to the database, then like in a comment or forum post, and execute every time someone visit the page. Yes, the number 3 is DOM. DOM base XSS. Yes, the attacker happens entirely in the browser without hitting the server. Yes, what the attacker can do. Yes, once the script runs in the victim's browser, the attackers can steal session cookies. Yes, redirect user to phishing page and log the keystroke. This log the keystrokes and deface the web page. Yes. What is the SQL injection? SQL injection is when an attacker insert the malicious SQL code into an input field like login form or search bar to manipulate the database behind the application. How it works techniques. So imagine a login form. Normally the apps runs a query like the select from user where user equals to John and the password is 1234. Yes. So now if the attacker type this as the user is or 0 or 1 equals to 1, or 1 equals to 1, the query becomes select from user where user equals to or 1 equals to 1, and password equals then semicolons. Then since the 1 equals to 1 is always true, the attacker bypass automatic authentication entirely without knowing any password. Then this is the type of SQL injections. First is classic invent. The classic invent the result returned directly. Number 2 is the blend SQLI, no direct output. Attacker infers data from app behavior out of band, then data sent through a alternative channel like DNS. Yes. The third is, what is the CSRF? CSRF is pronounced the C sharp tricks and authentication user into unknowingly submitting a request to a web application they're already log log it into. Yes, the difference from XSS is in XSS the attacker exploit trust the user has in the site, then in the CSRF the attacker exploit trust the site has in the user browsers. Yes, how it works. Yes, here's the scenario. You're log log into your online bank. You visit a malicious website in another tab. Yes, the website contain a hidden form image tag. The send a request to your bank, say to transfer the $500 to the attacker's account. Yes, so your browser automatically includes your session cookies with the request. Yes, the bank sees a valid authenticated, so request and process the transfers. Yes, so you never clicked anything that suspicious. The damage is done. Yes, what is number 4 is information leakage. What is the information leakage? Information leakage happens when a web application unintentionally exposes sensitive data, things like error message, directory listings, internal file paths, or software versions, or even user credentials. Yes, how it works. Yes, this is list of the single attacks and more of vulnerabilities class methods include. Number 1 is the verbose error message. Yes, the verbose error message is stack trace that reveal database structures, file paths, or code logics. The number 2 is the unprotected files. Backup file like the config back or and left exposed in web directories. Yes, number 3 is HTTP headers. HTTP headers is server headers revealing software versions. For examples, Apache 2.2.14. Yes. The number 4 is Google Dockings. Using advanced Google search operators to find exposed sensitive file index by search engines. Yes, why it matters. So information leakage often is essence the final attacks. It's the reconnaissance phase that enable other attacks. Yes, knowing the database type help craft better SQL injections. So knowing the framework versions help find non CVEs. Yes. Next is session hijacking. What it is? Yes, session hijacking is when an attacker steals unfairly a user session tokens, that credential that keeps you logged in, and use it to extortionate that users how it works. Yes, when you log into a website, the server creates ascensions and gives your browser ascensions IDs. So usually store in cookies. Yes. So as long as your whole that ID you're authenticated. Yes. So attacker can steal sessions ID through XSS, networking sniping, or fictions, or predictable sessions IDs. XSS injected a script that send your cookies to the attackers. Then network sniping is the intercepting an, an encrypted HTTP so traffic on public Wi-Fi's. Yes, man in the middle. Session fixations, attacker sets a known session ID before login. Victims logins using it, so attacker uses it. Yes, so predictable sessions IDs. So if IDs are generated with weak randomness, they can be guessed. Yes, real world case examples. Yes, so this attacks is the Facebook data leak in 2019. Millions of Facebook users records became publicly accessible online due to unsecured database. Yes, personal information such as phone numbers and account detail were exposed, which created seriously privacy and security risk for users worldwide. So this incident showed the importance of secure database and protecting user confidentials into in information from cyber threats. Yes, thank you. And thank you. Good day, everyone.